Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Eric Carle. So, who is Eric Carle? Or who is Eric Carle? Eric Carle was an American writer and illustrator of children's books. He was born in 1929 and passed away in 2021, pretty recently. He was known for his unique college-style illustrations made from hand-painted paper. Most of his books focused on early childhood education by combining simple language, strong visuals, and educational values. His works are often used and referred in early literacy classrooms, just like we're going to do today. One of his famous books was A Very Hungry Caterpillar. It's a very simple yet very entertaining book, and I'm sure if you like children's stories, you probably have heard of that one.
Okay, the first book is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The story is about a small caterpillar who is very hungry. Every day, the caterpillar eats different kinds of food. On Monday, he eats one apple. On Saturday, he eats two pears, and so on. As he eats more food, he becomes bigger and bigger. After eating a lot, he makes a cocoon around himself, and finally, he becomes a beautiful butterfly. This story is simple and repetitive. It is so easy for young children to understand. It also teaches children about numbers, days of the weeks, different foods, and the life cycle of a butterfly. And the second is The Grouchy Ladybugs. The story tells about a rude and angry ladybug who wants to fight other animals. Throughout the day, she meets many animals, from small ones to very big ones. When the animal is bigger than her, she becomes afraid and flies away. At the end of the story, the ladybug learns that being rude is not good. She changes and becomes more polite. This story teaches children about good behavior and how to treat others kindly.
Now I will continue the presentation by explaining the overall strengths from his books. There are four strengths, such as the first, strong visual storytelling. All of these books use colorful collage illustration. The pictures help the children to understand the story easily. For example, in the story of The Very Hungry Caterpillar, the children can clearly see the caterpillar eating the different foods, such as from the beginning he ate the fruit until the dessert. So, even the children cannot read yet, they can still follow the story through the pictures. For the second, simple and child-friendly language. The language is clear and repetitive, so it is easy for children to understand. Like in the story of From Head to Toe, repetition helps children learn vocabulary about body parts and action. This also can make children remember the words more easily. Third, educational value. These books introduce basic concepts. For example, in the story of the Grouchy Ladybug, this story teach the children about the time. And while Papa Please Get the Moon for Me, it is introduced the basis of the moon so the children can learn while enjoying the story. And finally, the last is engagement and participation. Some books encourage children to be active in the class. For example, in the story of From Head to Toe, children can move their bodies while reading. In the story of From Head to Toe, that the animal challenge the children to do what they do, to do what their movements. So just imagine if all of you as a teacher reading this book with children and you asking them to follow movements. It can make the learning process more fun and interactive, right? I think that's all from me, and the next presenter will be presented by Chythia.
Explain overall weaknesses. First, limited narrative depth. Most of the stories are simple and predictable. The plot is easy to understand, but sometimes it does not have many surprising events. And because of this, older children or advanced readers may feel less challenges and may lose interest. The second, minimal character development. The characters are usually presented in a simple way. They often present certain ideas rather than having complex personalities. Because of that, readers may not see strong emotional growth in the characters. The third, oversimplification of concept. Some scientific or moral ideas are explained in a very basic way. This helps young children understand the message easily. But however, sometimes the explanation is too simple, so children may still need guidance from adults. And lastly, more educational than literary. Many of the book focus more on teaching lesson or information. While this is good for learning, the story, conflict, and character development may not be strong. In conclusion, these books are helpful for learning and introducing important ideas to children, but however, they may still lack deeper stories, more complex characters, and stronger literacy elements. And that's all from our group. Thank you for your attention. We hope this explanation is useful.